Hello wonderful ponies. This time short video. Why do popular YouTubers, influencers, and journalists love Game Pass so much? Let's go back a bit in time. At the beginning of the previous generation, I read another bad review on a popular gaming site. I scrolled down to see the comments. And one of the comments, and more specifically, the reviewer's response, blew my mind. The reader asked, "Hey, great review, when you finally review The Order 1886?" The reviewer replied, "I'd love to write a review of this game, but Sony still hasn't provided us the download code." It blew my mind, because when I want to play a game, I just buy it and play. I don't wait for someone give me the game for free. And I'm only a consumer. Out of journalistic duty, this fucker should buy the game and review it after finishing the game or playing it long enough. And that's the problem. Imagine you are a reviewer, YouTuber, streamer or influencer who needs to deliver content on a regular basis. To create new game content on a regular basis, you must have games. And these are not cheap things. If you want to talk about all games, you even have to buy games from genres you don't care about. Very expensive shit. Especially since the games have become more expensive. Of course, you can buy older games cheaper, but then you fall out of the mainstream. The mainstream is news, the race to be the first to publish the material. The Game Pass idea solves a lot of problems and is a financial salvation for them. Lots of games for a relatively small monthly fee. And it wouldn't be surprising that they like Game Pass. They need a lot of games for a short time, because it is known that no game reviewer finishes the games they review anymore. But why not use Game Pass normally? Why they have to turn into a clowns who advertises that shit on every occasion? Because Game Pass-like services have two major disadvantages. Firstly, new PlayStation exclusives are not included. And secondly, new hot games are rarely included in this service. And as I said before, they need new games to make clickable content. Showing love for Game Pass at every turn is not intended to specifically advertise this service. The goal is to force the market to switch to this form of game distribution. And for us gamers, this is an extremely harmful situation. If services such as PlayStation Now, Game Pass, Stadia will dominate the market, we will be in a deep shit. Remember, full digitalization completely deprives you of the right and the ability to own the game. When games are sold as libraries, developers will stop competing. Currently, the developer and publisher must make every effort to ensure that the gamer chose their product. In a Game Pass world, the gamer is deprived of a choice. And a gamer's choice is the reason why they compete and making better games. Imagine you go to the store to buy a game. There are two games on the shelf for the same price: Uncharted 4 and Crackdown 3. Which game will you choose? Any sane gamer will choose Uncharted. And Crackdown 3 will remain on the shelf forever. But what if the gamer gets both games and a few more for a quarter of the price of one game? The gamer will be pleased. Got Uncharted 4 and a few more games. But you have to see the whole picture. Who makes the games? Of course, the developers. Who sponsors the production of games. Publishers. And now, consider whether the developer will work hard to create a game like Uncharted 4, or whether the publisher will sponsor such a high budget when is aware that quality of the game doesn't matter anymore, because the gamer in the store no longer decides which game to buy. He gets a whole shelf of games. This leads to mediocrity. In this model, those who release more games earn more, not those who release less but better games. What matters here is quantity, not quality. Have you ever heard of the Yellow Range? In the world of Game Pass only, any game can disappear from the service forever, and you will never be able to play it again. The owner of the service will decide for you which games you will play. Game sharing, used games, and retro games are going to die, and you will be playing yellow games only. Also, these great YouTubers, streamers, and game influencers who earn a living because we read their reviews, because we watch their videos, and we follow them on social media, are working against us, real gamers. Remember, that's not only about games. It is also about hardware and accessories. That's why they support crossplay and trends against exclusive games. They don't want to buy all the platforms and console accessories, grabbers, capture cards, cables, etc. They don't want to invest a penny in their business. Just as they don't want to spend money on games, they don't want to spend money on hardware. Those are the people who think they deserve everything for free. And who gets all these games and gear for free for review or presentation. Of course, the most popular ones. So, competencies are not important. What counts is popularity. This is how such nonsense is born. That the dude reviews the new game console model and uses a kitchen scale for that.
We have the original digital edition, which comes in at 30,828 grams. And 3542.
Wow.
The next time an influencer starts saying that they are neutral, they defending the rights of the consumer, that are doing everything for your good, consider that the influencer is not the main beneficiary of what he is fighting for. Because, from what you can see, they are only fighting for their ass, and our good is in their ass. This is the image of the world that influencers create for us. Shitty games and shitty hardware, presented by incompetent people.
The other thing that has been everywhere is how I'm a paid Microsoft shill and I hate Sony. Look, yes, I absolutely got my hands on an Xbox Series X early. Microsoft provided an opportunity for me to take a look at the Series X. Sony did not offer that same opportunity, which means that, while yes, I made a lot of Series X videos on talking about it in the news, and when I got my hands on review units, all that kind of stuff throughout last year, all of these Sony PS5 videos I did last year were entirely me buying controllers, buying consoles, trying to get my hands on them.
Poor Austin. Such a big YouTube star. And he had to buy something like an ordinary person.